Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Well, here we are. Welcome to the Sentai Hero Special here on the Morphin Network, and this is Love Week. That's right. Yesterday when we did Kamen Rider God Chart, Kajiki Wiki had his own little crushy wushy. Now Mr. Gusty Wusty is gonna have his own turn. Now dealing with Hymeno and her marriage proposal. What were you guys' thoughts when you first saw the trailer to this episode? When you got the dashing, magnanimous Romana show up in the trailer? Honestly, from the get-go, I knew something was sus. Either between him or Hymeno, because marriage proposal now, all of a sudden, I would say, if anything, it would have made sense if the reason she was able to get her kingdom back was if she gets engaged to a member of the Space Bugs, and one of them disguised themselves as a human. That would kind of make sense. Otherwise, it would have made sense that Hymeno herself was the imposter, because first of all, we do know that I have the ability to shapeshift is the one in charge of Ishibana, and Hymeno got her kingdom back so quickly. That is already very suspicious. So to me, that's kind of weird. But yeah, let us know what you thought of the episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you see any plot twists coming? I'm not too surprised by a certain reveal, because a certain someone has been hinting at it for a long time. And part of me has always wondered what the true visage of a certain persona would have looked like. Well, here we are. We are here to talk about Ohsama Sentai KingOhger, episode 36. Hymeno's matchmaking strategy. I had fun with this episode. I really had fun with this episode. Also, just the fact that, Hymeno's fighting Mr. Shapeshifter. Well, clearly, there's something absolutely suspect going on there. And you know what? I want to give props to the writers of this episode. They could have went with a much easier storyline, one that's more predictable. I'll say this. It's not that this wasn't predictable to me. It's just that while it was predictable to me, it's not predictable compared to what you would normally see in Super Sentai. So I gotta give credit to that. They're actually being really creative with this season, because things that you would expect characters to do based on tokusatsu formulas are being creatively subverted with creative writing. And you know what? Rian Johnson, that is how you subvert expectations. Don't get me. It's like this. I always have this joke where it's like Cobra Kai season 3. CJJ Abrams, this is how you pay homage to legacy characters. And then Cobra Kai season 4. B. Rian Johnson, this is how you subvert expectations. So Cobra Kai seasons 3 through 5 are everything that Star Wars should have been, but weren't. But we're not here to talk about Star Wars. We're here to talk about KingOhger. And oh my god, KingOhger. so far has been written so cleverly, even though we're effectively recycling the whole visit every kingdom subplot. We're doing it a little bit differently every time. I still like it. We're doing it in a way that's fresh and it keeps us on our toes. And yeah, they did not go with the predictable route on this one, so I respect that. To which I have to say, Kamen Rider Gotchard, why can't you be this good? This goes back to everything I've said before. Dawn Brothers was a good season. KingOhger was a good season. Geats was a good season. So you got Geats and Dawn Brothers together. This was literal perfection. Then you got KingOhger still being perfect after Dawn Brothers. And then you pair that up with the last bit of Kamen Rider Geats. You got like it's still fantastic. But then Gotchard does not live up to that.
Episode 10 was actually decent.
No, episode 10 was one of the better episodes. I did mention that. But I'm just saying, it's like, I love how KingOhger is able to keep things creative and fresh and subvert expectations the right way.
Oh, I thought this episode was going to be boring as all hell, but then it swerved me. I like that.
Yeah. Like, okay, look, I love the Matchmaker episode of Geki Ranger.
Mm.
But again, like, how many times can you do a Matchmaker episode? Because it is a frequent trope in Super Sentai.
How many times can you do a body swap episode?
Yeah.
A plethora of times, but KingOhger did it great. Like, what this week of Toku was good. With God, I can honestly tell you, on stream, I almost dropped Kamen Rider Gotchard if Homeboy didn't get the girl at the end. I would have been like, nope, we're done with this series. I don't care, we're done. But hey,
for me, my biggest gripe with this week's episode of Gotchard was literally the fact that they made a basic alternate form more interesting than a powered up form.
I don't care much for that bulky form. Ryan likes it just because he likes mecha. So I mean, he's thrown. I don't like the form. I'm waiting.
All I'm saying is that the bulky form should have gotten more hype, like in the episode, but it didn't.
That's his upgrade form for the year?
No, for the pre-Christmas season.
Oh dear Lord.
It's the Mighty Action X of Gotchard.
That's not his upgrade form. No, it's base form, upgrade, super final. That is not his upgrade form. If that's his upgrade form, someone needs to get fired for that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's got two forms. I know that much because like there's gonna be like the silver one next episode. But the thing is, the way they introduced it just felt really unceremonious because there's like no build up to it. There's no cliffhanger to it. It didn't even have like a glitch to solve for the duration of the episode. Like when you have like a berserker form, for example, that's technically a glitch. But no, it's like that's just like not like it just came and went like any other random form. But then you got Hikaru's form actually kicking a lot of really cool butt. Like it even went full Senbon Sakura. But KingOhger though.
KingOhger, this is a fantastic episode.
Yeah.
I like Jeremy. I just like how he's like, oh, she's declaring for her husband. Well, I ain't no cradle robber, and I see my homie here likes her better. So he's not a creep, and he's a good friend.
Yeah, he's a real wingman. Yeah, but you know who isn't a great friend? Mr. Oh, I broke up with my girlfriend. So
how are you gonna? This man, whoever that woman was that was about to go on a date with him walked away from him thusly. So, but something had to have happened in the last 2 years to make him, seem somewhat approachable again. We were in peace times, sort of, debatable with other kings in prison, but he might have got the girl. back, but clearly he messed up again. Is this a recurring thing where she's just gonna keep taking him back? I hope not. Be smarter than that, girl. Don't be a Suzume. Don't be
What I
delulu. Get some water.
what I find really funny is how he says, "I broke up with my girlfriend," and I'm like, "Really? You broke up with your girlfriend? Are you sure about that?"
Nah, she dumped him.
Yeah, no, he's super delulu. Now you think that someone as internally beautiful could, like Hymeno, could see beauty in someone like you, the most delulu person in all of Ishibana, except for maybe Suzume. But at least Suzume was technically like acknowledged by the shoe gods.
Now, don't get us wrong. We're not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, this guy's ugly. This guy's a loser." His actor, normal looking dude, but his character, ugly as
Exactly.
sin.
Like how many times? How many times when we talk crap about this character did we also advocate for Minoru?
Yeah, like you know what? Justice for Minoru. At least he was just lost in the sauce. This man, bowler hat guy, he's beyond redemption. He's beyond saving. I don't care what you do at the end of the season. I don't want that man, redeemed. He does not deserve redemption.
Yeah, and like if you're gonna hurl any further accusations of we're probably judging him based on looks, keep in mind Marcus Volkmeyer. Do you think we were not cheering for him in that episode of Zio when he tried to date the commissioner's daughter? We were like,
Skull. Skull had a shot with Kimberly. I believe he would have had a shot at Kimberly. But they were
I believe he straight up dated Catherine. They didn't it didn't work out.
I mean, that's why.
But I can believe that. But I will stand by the idea that Catherine was
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Here's the complete timeline, y'all. So it was always Kim and Jason. It was always them first. But then Tommy came into the picture, and we all know what happened then. Then Kat comes along and messes that up. He's like, I like how these love triangle things. Then Kim leaves, and Tommy and Kat start getting a little closer. But then
Kim and Jason came back.
Well, actually, no, Jason came back, right? Jason did come back, and he came back, and then Kimberly sends the Dear John letters. He finds some dude up in Florida. Florida, okay, sure, whatever. But then Jason finds Emily.
Yeah.
Tom and Kat get a lot closer and more closer. Zio ends. Jason doesn't have his gold powers anymore, so he's going off on a journey. But who comes back and they reunite and rekindle what they once had before all those years ago? Kimberly and Jason.
And then Tommy saw them canoodling at the Turbo Megazord, and you saw the look that Tommy gave inside his helmet, and then so Kat's like, excuse me?
Yeah, she's like
you're still not over her?
Yeah.
You're still not over her? So then they break up. Then Skull, who's left on Earth, when Bulk and Phenomenus both went off to Terraventure, Skull got busy, he shot a shot. Kim was charmed. They had a kid. Things did not work out. No, wait, not Kim. Sorry, Kat. Sorry. Skull and Kat.
I don't think
Skull shot a shot with Kat.
That part would be funny, but nah, yeah. I don't think. I think they just had one date, but then obviously she rekindled with Tommy. I'd be like, look, I was wrong, and obviously Tommy whooped on Skull. That's why when we get to Wild Force, they fear Tommy, not just because they know what he's done as a Ranger, but because he, that one incident.
Yeah, with that one incident when Skull got busy with Kat. And of course, we got Spike, and then Skull got full custody, and then custody was temporarily transferred to Bulk in Samurai. But then Kat and Tommy legitimately had a kid together, JJ. So yeah, JJ is Catherine's second kid.
Ooh.
But the point is,
I like this better. I like that little twist.
But the point being is, Bulkmeyer. Like he got Riz. He doesn't know how to use it, but he got Riz.
Exactly.
Minoru, same thing. He got Riz, just doesn't know how to use it yet. Bowler hat guy is the vacuum of all Riz.
He ain't got no game. Man literally went over here, tried to be like on some bachelorette type of shiz. Like, hey, over here. And then all of a sudden, man of the hour comes in.
Wait, no, hold on, the wrong song. And I swear, if Sebastian was Tendo Soji, this guy would be Sword.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw this guy, I was like, who is this well-kept mofo? I don't like him. He's got class. He's got style. He's got Riz. I like that. But I don't like
He's
him.
got uncontrollable Riz.
I
Quite
didn't
literally, he cannot control his Riz.
I didn't like him just because I'm Team Yanma and Hymeno. But then I'm like, as the episode is going on, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe something here, something's off with this guy. I don't know, but maybe Yanma got a chance. Right now, Yanma ain't got no shot.
Honestly, watching the trailer, I would have thought something was off with this guy. But watching the first 5 minutes of the episode, I'm like, no, something's wrong with Hymeno. Something specifically with Hymeno feels off.
It took until they were obviously we were like it answered the question of how Hymeno got this. Actually, this entire episode does answer how we get Ishibana back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, oh, she already got it back. Nope,
she's about to get it back.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically, yes, she has to do wedding interviews, and so the candidates are Gira Husty, Yanma Gust, Rita
Kineska.
Like something that sounds very Polish. And Jeremy Brassier and Romaine something. And what's interesting is Kaguragi Daibouski is nowhere in the episode.
Because he's got his own thing going on. But what bothered me is that we keep giving Gira his full government. Not even Gira goes by his own government name. He just goes by Gira or Tyrant King Gira. You don't use the hasty. He ain't using the hasty unless I still think at the end of the series, he's like Goku, where he's not fully on board of his Saiyan heritage yet until later on. I think that's what Gira is right now. He's not fully on board of being a hasty just yet. Stop using his government. It's Gira.
I'll say this. I've made jokes about KingOhger being similar to KingOhger being similar to One Piece. I swear, Gira went full Monkey D. Luffy in this episode, where he's like, it's like, Hymeno, we don't have time. We need to get our kingdoms back. What are you doing?
I mean, Gear 5 did debut the same time as God KingOhger, so I mean, this might be a bit One Piece-y, which I'm here for.
Exactly. But also, like, even with the crossover episode, like you think I'm not gonna compare you think I'm not going to compare a KyoRuger to Toriko?
Alright, valid. Although I like the KingOhger KingOhger crossover a lot better than the Toriko one.
Oh yeah, no. But I'm just saying, as far as character dynamics go, like I think that KyoRuger are closer to Toriko than they are to Dragon Ball. Which I could have also used as an option because there was also a 3-way crossover between them. Of course, I don't understand how that would work because by that point, Saiyans have pretty much established that they are obscenely OP, and having a Devil Fruit user and a gourmet hunter seems kind of redundant. It's like there's a reason why they nerfed Kamen Rider Kabuto in every team up movie ever to exist since then, right? It's because if you got Kabuto, you literally don't need any of the other riders. He can take care of it himself. But we got to make O's look good. We got to make Gaim look good. We got to make Go look good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we have to conveniently make it so that Kabuto can't do his thing. Just like how in every Avengers movie, they can't let Wanda or Carol do their things because both of them are too OP.
Or just let Peter go all out. He is hella strong.
Yeah.
But,
that would be more entertaining. But yeah, so we find out a little bit about Romaine's backstory. Turns out he's so obscenely handsome that he cannot control his riz and people would swoon to death. So he offered to kill himself. But then Hymeno said, no, I would not allow something so beautiful to die. And we cut the flashback there. Which at that point, if you haven't figured out who Romaine actually is,
that thing was that, and again, seeing where Hymeno really is, and seeing that, I'm like, oh, this damn show, you got me. I like that because I was like a little in. I was in and out of this episode when it first started. So I'm like, oh my god, Bowler Hat Guy, really, we're doing this.
Bowler Hat Guy, yeah. I mean, Bowler Hat Guy tends to ruin shows like that. I mean that's why the Green Morphin Masters are the entities of order and chaos.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I just want to just get through this episode. But then
this happens.
This scene put all the pieces together. I'm like, oh, you cheeky bastards, Toei. Clever girl. I like it. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? Take my money. I'm all in. I'm all in on this episode. But you know what's hilarious? I'm just gonna get to. I guess I'm gonna spoil the ending here. There was a commercial of Toys R Us when this episode was airing before the end of the episode. So that should have. I thought something, but I didn't really want to put. I'm like, really, Toys R Us? What's that gonna have to do with KingOhger?
Mm-hmm.
Then you see the biggest cameo of all freaking time.
Camelo Pardalis.
I swear to God, I didn't think.
He's a docking.
I'm just thinking, we're just watching this. Oh, it's a Toys R Us commercial with the world's best cameo.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, look at that. 5amon is being advertised. Ain't that fun? I actually have that on DVD. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So like shameless plug, there will be a week-long marathon on Tokusatsu. You know, you're welcome to watch it and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I only know like 2 or 3 people listed for the curators, so it's like maybe next year, you know, get us to do it.
Well, you know, me,
Morphin Network, and Henshin Gate.
Well, that part is on the air now because it's been announced today that Anime NYC wants to push it up to the summertime next year on the same weekend of Morphicon. Rat bastards. I'll rant about that another day.
Priorities. Let's see what Jared prioritizes next year.
Well, I'll find out tomorrow when I go to Anime NYC 2023, and I'll slap the taste out of the organizer's mouth.
Mm-hmm. Well, he doesn't speak for the rest of us, but you know,
I speak for myself on that one. Don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah. Obviously, Jeremy being able to read between the lines, he's like, "Don't worry, I got you, bro." Excuse me, I said I got you, bro. Actually, you know what would have been interesting? Well, like because like the only reason why the kings are qualified because they're royalty. It'd be interesting if Gus was automatically disqualified because he's technically no longer king of Nikasopa.
Well, oh, that's well, yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
an interesting thing. That would have been an interesting thing because it's like the one guy who actually would want to marry Hymeno does is not allowed to.
Yeah, you're right.
But just to throw an interesting added wrench to that mix. But luckily we got our wingman, or should I say threadman, Jeremy. I will be your wingman tonight. I will make sure that Hymeno will swoon over your beautiful, rotten, scoundrelous ways.
Big ups to Jeremy for that. Cause he's just like, look, I ain't into young ones. I ain't no cradle robber. 'Cause y'all gotta remember, he's 2,000 years old. He don't need to be, messing with these youngins.
But also, like I would say, Jeremy, being of parents who had forbidden love, probably has an understanding of l'amour, and he wants two lovers who truly love each other to be together. And who am I to stand in their way? But it turns out Hymeno's not actually Hymeno, and I'm like, yep, totally saw it coming. Totally saw it coming. Something did feel a little off when Hymeno responded to Romaine's backstory because it's like, oh, you know how many other people do the same thing, and I'm like,
that was like,
but somehow
like,
you
oh,
still
I've had so many dudes come up to me. I don't even remember right now. I'm like, are you for the streets?
and I know Hymeno would not sink that low.
Like she be selfish, but she ain't no 2-bit hussy up on the side. Nah.
Mm-mm.
She ain't
No,
hussy on the
no,
side. No offense to women of the night.
she ain't no princess. She's the queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's a queen, and she can slay using her mantis claws. But it turns out that the real Hymeno is in prison because turns out, oh, there was like a fake Hymeno the whole time, and there was like a virus that went around, and there was a fake cure going around, so people got even more sick, and it created a distrust and dissent in Ishibana, so everyone got sick. And man, seeing the head medical advisor lying in a gurney, that hits hard. It's like watching that episode of Grey's Anatomy when Patrick Dempsey was was facing a 49. Sorry, a 45.
I don't watch Grey's Anatomy, so I wouldn't know.
I only saw a few episodes, and it happens to be the one where, well, Patrick Dempsey takes his final bow, or shall we say?
But I think that the thing that Kami Jim uses is the same. It's the same. It's the same poison supplied by what's his name, Grody.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, freaking Grody. Like, it's just weird that his name is Grody because like you got all these characters with all these crazy names, and then you got Grody.
I mean, his name fits his character. He is Grody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah. So the first test. So going back to the story. Oh yeah, and also Hymeno herself is affected by the virus, but she's dedicating her time to treat the rest of the medical staff in prison. But we do have a test to see who's the best suitor, and the first test is dance off. Yeah, dance off, bro. And of course, Gira's like, I don't have time to dance. We have to save GQ from the space bugs. What are you even doing?
Yeah, Gira.
Hymeno's like, No, no, this isn't. This is no, no. Okay, who's next? So naturally, the next person is Gus, and like I wanted to see how this plays out. I
He's
really wanted to see how this plays out, but he's just like,
he ain't got it. He ain't got it because he's still just like we gotta remember like they might be like young adults, but they're still young. The emphasis
yeah.
on like young, so they
I
don't
was
have.
like, are you crumping right now? Are you crumping right now? But it turns out it was actually Jeremy just like pulling the strings, quite
Doing all
literally.
Austin Powers dancing. But like, look, those dance moves work for Austin Powers because he's got that unspoken riz.
Mm-hmm.
Gus, on the other hand, has all he's got going for him is really just the pompadour.
Mm-hmm. But he's secretly a softie on the inside. He just doesn't let it out because he had to because he grew up in the streets living off of a Windows 98.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing someone who grew up in the streets wants is someone who is of the streets.
Yep. Normally you would want someone of the streets, but in this case, he wants a
Yeah.
classy lady. Good
Yeah.
on.
So next up we got Rita, and long story short, Rita actually dances pretty well. But I love how Rita says, if you're in danger, blink twice." I'm
Because Rita knows something's up with Hymeno, because she like Rita hides her she hides her emotions very well, but
like,
she still is a caring friend, and she
yeah.
knows something's off with her friend.
And she was the one who put the most effort into building rapport with Himeno, if
Hmm.
for no other reason to get a sneak peek in the latest episode of Mofun and Friends.
I mean, hey man, priorities.
But who else is there to steal the dance but Mr. Romain himself? And I love how Rita just like screams in anger and just like storms off.
And she's like, ah, because she
Ah!
knows she's trying to help.
Yeah,
She's trying to help her friend and be like, look, something's off. But obviously, Kamen
yeah,
Rider's like, crap. Of course, this judge is gonna know. I might as well little pricky potion up in you. Then that's when Romaine comes in with clutch because even he knows he knew something was up.
hmm. It's like, will you be mine, even just for this moment? And I'm like, something feels off here, and it's not him hitting on her. And I mean, obviously, you and I by this point know who's like what's off, but they
Absolute,
don't know.
absolute genius.
Yeah. And meanwhile, unlike Bowler Hat Guy, someone actually gets redemption in this episode. The maid.
Oh
Like,
yeah, she's been off. She's been. Well, that's not even her fault. She's just been having mind control issues for a
no,
while.
like I agree with you, but like she's still like externally redeeming herself by like fighting through all these brainwashed Bugnaroks solo. I'm like, okay, at this point, why wasn't she just like in the front lines with Himeno at that point? Like earlier on. Not in episode 35 or so. I mean like right there, like at the start.
I was just like, damn, girl, what you doing after this?
Yeah, and of course she liberates Himeno, which means they have access to more medical supplies, which means they can treat the poison and all of Ishibana. Okay, here we go. Test number 2. Sweet talk, but don't intimidate her. Yes, that is Chili Pepper's lyric.
Okay.
So, sweet talk, but don't intimidate her. Okay, so it's Gira goes first, and obviously pulling a full monkey D. Luffy's like, it's like,
No, right in her face.
why are we doing this? We need to fight the space bugs. We need to restore our 5 kingdoms and fight back against them. We don't have time for this marriage. And she's like, whoa, 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 too loud. You're
Mm.
out.
He's not wrong though. That's what.
Yeah, but no, like I swear, like it does remind me of Monkey D. Luffy, like especially when he's on Amazon Lily because like he's like
Don't
not phased.
damn.
He's just straight up not phased by femininity. Like he knows how to grind set.
He's about that work, that passion. He's about the drive.
He's like he's like what's his name Asta from Black Clover. Like no one short of Sister Lily is going to distract him
No.
from being the Wizard King. Which means he'll never get distracted because Sister Lily is never going to go out with him because she is of the cloth.
Hey, crazier things have happened in the church.
Yeah, I've seen Saving Silverman, but to be fair, Sandy did not complete her vows when she decided to run off and save Darren from getting married to Judith. So, yeah, technically, she wasn't a nun. She was just a nun in training. But Sister Lily is a full-blown nun, so good luck, Asta. You're going to need it. You're going to need that fourth leaf.
I think Criminy. Been looking through Kamen Rider Wiki the entire time. No winter form yet for Gotchard, so we have a redeeming chance that it'll actually be a good form.
I'm still annoyed that like it's a bulkier form, which means it's supposed to be more powerful. He even fuses with his motorcycle, but the thing is, there's no payoff for it. There's no build up, no payoff. They just dump it out.
It's just another main form toy, like watermelon for Gaim or Mammoth for 01. It's just that bulky form that goes with the main form.
No, but you can't even use Mammoth as a comparison because Mammoth is basically the mecha form. Like the mecha form for Godchard is the Bat mecha thing from episode 9.
So this is just. You know what, Toei, you do you. In this case, KingOhger, something that's better, is trying to see who can spit most game.
Here we go.
Basically right now we're worried about who can spit more game. Obviously Gira, he ain't sweating this. He's like, yeah, I ain't worried about you. I'm worried about our kingdoms.
Yeah. Then it's Yama's turn, and I love how like he just can't put words together, and I'm feeling so sorry for this guy because we don't know if he knows if it's Hymeno or not, but we do know that that his heart is quivering because he wants to win his girl, but then you hear Jeremy's voice coming out of his mouth, and I do find it very interesting what he says. He says, "The blue rose will be painted red at sunrise." So this is where I'm like, oh, it's one of those reading between the lines type of deals because thankfully, unlike some people, I did not forget the original Full Metal Alchemist in favor of Brotherhood. I still remember the original Full Metal Alchemist. I know what the blue rose represents.
Okay, well then you explain. So I'm getting a picture in my head. But I'm thinking of
a blue rose represents false perfection because roses do not naturally become blue.
Ooh.
Which in other words,
his true feelings will show.
The truth, the lies will melt away and reveal reality at daybreak.
Set you free.
Yeah. So I love that I caught that.
Finally, we caught one of his. We caught one. We finally got one of Jeremy's freaking riddles. Jesus.
Yep. Yep. We actually read between the lines. But yeah, no, it's like I actually got this one. Thank you. Full Metal Alchemist, the original anime, not Brotherhood, because that episode was not adapted to the
Well,
Brotherhood
Brotherhood
series.
did have the opening with the blue flower, so Brotherhood did
But it
have
wasn't a
something.
rose, though.
True.
Like episode 4 of Full Metal Alchemist was explicitly focused on blue roses and how like this dude's actually an alchemist who was trying to bring back his dead wife or something like that. But turns out she wasn't really dead. She was disguised as an old hag or something. I can't remember. It's been a while. But the point is, it involved blue roses, and roses are not naturally blue.
Mm-hmm. So basically, out of all the who spit game so far, Jeremy spits the most game.
Yep. Yep. And I just love how he just like did the cup on the string thing.
That's smart. It's funny. Good comedy.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah. And Rita was about to shoot her shot. And of course, fake Hymeno was about to pull a syringe out. Okay, first of all, here's my issue. Why a syringe? I feel like that is inefficient because like even if you successfully killed the one person you use a syringe on, don't you think everyone else is gonna notice after the fact?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, why is a syringe on me? And then it's gonna like let everyone else know, hey, Hymeno is sus.
Kami Jim don't really think these things through.
Yeah, like if it were me, you know how I would have done it differently? I would invite all the suitors to a tea party.
Oh, and then use the liquid in tea.
Yeah, the tea's the thing. That would have been less conspicuous, and it would have eliminated all of the suitors simultaneously, as opposed to getting them one at a time.
Maybe that's why. Borat guy made sure that Kamijin was so stupid that it wouldn't happen like that.
Which means the calamity of the bowler hat guy actually came into our favor this episode. Oh my god.
Let's not go that far. I think it's because Sebastian interfered with, like, basically it was set, but because we're just gonna reveal it at this point. At this point, it's already revealed that the pretty boy is actually Sebastian.
Wait, hold on. I got this. Like just before Rita's about to get hit by the syringe, a rose shoots out and stops the syringe, and then we get the tuxedo mask theme. It's like,
thank you.
It's like, oh, sweet Rita, do not fret, for that Hymeno is an imposter. True beauty is internal. Thanks, Tuxedo Sebastian.
Hey, look. I liked all this. I'm not a Sailor Moon dude, but I liked this. This was slick. It was slick. It was just wow.
What's really funny about Sailor Moon is Tuxedo Mask almost never does anything substantial. Like Sailor, it's even more formulaic than actual Power Rangers, like American Power Rangers. Like Sailor Moon is like in a pinch, then out of nowhere, a rose shoots from out of nowhere, hits the ground, doesn't even hit the enemy, like it just hits the ground, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, Tuxedo Mask!" Theme song plays. It's like Sailor Moon, do not give up. Like 30-second encouraging speech, and then he runs off. Doesn't do anything else. He just says a brief line of encouragement and runs off. And then out of nowhere, it's like Moon Tiara action or whatever her finishing move is that season. So it's like she could have done that herself. Like Tuxedo Mask is only useful in the movies or the occasional season finale, but never during like actual episodes.
Because who needs Tuxedo Max when we got girl power? Okay, that's not very contradictory. I'm sorry. No, Tuxedo Mask is completely freaking useless. Like the girls can basically handle it themselves. They don't need him. He's only there for plot convenience to be like, oh yeah, he's just a sperm donor.
Yeah, like
That's all he is.
the only time Tuxedo Master is used was when he's sword fighting against Zoisite.
Like that's all he is. He just supplies the seed to give us the little chibi moon. That's all he
Yeah.
is. That's all he's good for.
And Chibiusa is somehow more competent than Sailor Moon herself.
Well, that part I don't know.
Trust me, it's true. Because once you get to season 3, where Chibiusa actually becomes a Sailor Senshi, she's actually more competent than Sailor Moon. She even handles emotional moments more maturely than Usagi does.
I believe that.
Even like Sailor Moon Supers, like the 4th season, like the season's almost entirely focused on Chibiusa, where like she has a crushy wushy on Pegasus.
Mm.
To be fair, Pegasus does take on a human form, but still, it's a horse. Anywho, but yeah, Tuxedo Butler shows up, and it's like, we knew this was all a fake because there's something we haven't revealed: the rest of the backstory. So it turns out, in order to save me from my beauty, she gave me a makeover, and I was Sebastian ever since.
See, that's what I love. Like we thought this entire time she forced him to wear this butler makeup so that he could serve under her. But it's like no, he wears it to protect himself from his own mental ailment.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, like, and this I like how this is out the same week that Billie Eilish put out that BS piece on Esquire or whatever magazine it was under, where like basically Sebastian feels the pressure of his own beauty and he just doesn't like himself. You could be the most gorgeous thing on earth, but you still just don't like yourself.
I mean, that is kind of the plot of the Barbie movie. Like stereotypical Barbie is so pressured to be perfect that like she has an existential depression.
And yeah, in this case, like Sebastian, he's just like, yeah, I don't want to be myself. But then Hymeno's just like, look, you are a beautiful, perfect being, but I don't want you to, basically she does this to protect him from himself in many ways, not just outwardly but also inwardly in his mind.
And in a letter she says, "Inner beauty is eternal." And the sun rises as she says it too. Jeremy was right.
Yes, he was.
The blue rose was painted red at sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so perfect, and yeah, so like we get a basic by the numbers fight scene up until Hymeno like combines her sword with her shield to form a scythe. Like we didn't see it turn into a scythe like this. I mean, it was scythe-ish, but not like this.
I like
This
how it's a scythe because Grody. Maybe this is just a new form that she's taking on to prepare herself for whenever she does get her revenge against Grody.
yeah, it would actually work, yeah. But also, she is a praying mantis, so they're associated with Reaper and stuff. But the thing is, the way she wields it is just so obscenely elegant. Mm. Mm.
Where's Mr. Harriman when you need him for elegance?
Mm-hmm. Yes. You mean the guy from Spy Family?
Yeah.
See, I'm still only 5 volumes in, so like but like I do remember him like elegance from volume 2, I think it was when they were doing the
interview.
family interview. Yeah. Yeah, this is so like I really loved it. It was so beautifully done. And then almost immediately we cut to freaking Jeffrey the giraffe. Oh my god.
Yeah,
They have Toys R Us.
best cameo.
They have
Best,
Toys R Us in freaking Ishibana. They
like,
don't have Toys R Us in the United States. Except for
well,
New York.
no, New Jersey actually. Well,
Oh. I thought
okay,
they had one in Manhattan.
okay. Long story short, back in 2018,
Teen.
yeah,
18.
2018, Toys R Us came back in a mall called Westfield Plaza. There's a bunch of Westfield Plazas, but the Westfield Plaza, specifically in Paramus, New Jersey, had a Toys R Us. And in 2021, amidst pandemic, it closed down. But then in 2021, the same year, yeah, like around the end of 2021, American Dream Mall opened up a Toys R Us. So it was still not even that far from each other in New Jersey that they had a Toys R Us. And then that's when they started rolling out other Toys R Us's in Macy's, countrywide actually. Because yeah, the first Toys R Us that they reopened in America was actually not just New Jersey, but also in Texas. But both closed down in 2021. Then American Dream. Then the Macy's are starting to get Toys R Us's, and now we're gonna get Toys R Us's storefront. Somewhat in the near future. But outside of that, Toys R Us has still been a thing in Canada, Korea, Japan,
Yeah.
basically everywhere but here.
Yeah. And I partially blame this on the Line Fortress Resort because there's like wall to wall Line Fortress Resorts, like stacked really high, really wide, and they're all like 70% off because nobody wants to buy them. And that's why sometimes monopolies don't work. I know some people are going to try to make the comparison to the car market. The car market, it works differently from the toy market because car market, each venue has its own separate brand. So you have to like imagine toy stores where like one store only sells Hasbro, another store only sells Mattel, and another store only sells Lego. Technically the Lego store does exist, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah. But yeah, no, basically Toys R Us has always been around in the world, but America screwed it up twice. We screwed up twice. Well, the second time was because of the pandemic. That one was out of our control.
Well, I think some people visiting Florida should be obligated to disagree.
Well, I mean, if there was a Toys R Us in Florida, it'd be up and running to this day.
That much is true.
But Florida is not, not privy enough to get Toys R Us. Up here in the East Coast, yeah, we got one. Or if you were in Texas, yeah, you got one till it closed. But yeah, no, Toys R Us has been a thing, and I love that. Like, the Toys R Us commercial was on way before this came up, but it. I don't care. It's a blatant product placement,
Yeah.
especially if you watch the episode live. Blatant is all hell. Because if you're watching this down the line, whether like you're watching it to review it, or if you're watching it 5 years down the line, you're just like, what the hell is this? It's gonna throw you out of left field, and you're gonna complain about that. You're gonna be thinking that, oh, this is a con in KingOhger, because how you're gonna have Jeffrey the Giraffe? But if you watch it live, it's perfect. It's
Right.
perfect.
Yeah, I'll say this. Like I was like, it's like, do not be scared. We're the King Ogers. We will use our shoe gods to fight the space bugs.
So yeah,
You could
perfect
get
cameo, and you got Kagaragi here because he's like, hey, I ain't missing this. It's Jeffrey the Giraffe, bro.
He's down and dirty, just like me.
I think.
Speaking of down and dirty, you mind helping me out to rescue Tofu?
Oh yeah, he's got to deal with that. Okay, what is up with what's up with Susan, man? What's her game? What's her goal? What is she on? She need more water.
To Lulu. She's on that Delulu.
That ain't the Salulu.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I miss Maxim Body. So, but yeah. So likes, dislikes, score out of 10 for this episode.
Perfect 10. Perfect 10. We got a backstory for Sebastian. Something honestly I forgot all about. Something you didn't need. Just like like when you first hear, oh, I'm a 25-year-old, now in this case, 27-year-old dude who just got makeup on me, like you don't care. You just accept it because that's Hymeno's character.
Yeah.
But then you see the backstory and you're just like, oh my god, this gorgeous man is so
for me on that front, and while I agree with you, it's nice to finally get to Sebastian's full backstory. Like, I honestly did always wonder what Sebastian really looked like, but I just assumed he looked like an old man because he had surgery, not because he put on makeup.
Well, no, it was established with makeup.
So I accepted the idea that like I would never see what he actually looks like.
Yeah, because it's like you're just so used to it at this point. You're just like, all right, whatever. Especially when he got big and fat after the 2-year time skip. Because
how do you lose all that weight?
He's 27. He can.
I wish I had that kind of metabolism at 27. I still can't get over the fact that I'm not 27 anymore.
I can't believe. I still can't believe Jeffrey the Giraffe. Like something. Like I said, the commercial was there. Literally, it was there, airing in between Gotchard and KingOhger, or probably during KingOhger. I don't remember, but it was there. It's like literal product placement in your face. You're just like, all right, it's Toys R Us in Japan. Cool.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But yeah, I'd give this episode a 10 because it was just perfection. Like honestly, if I had to really nitpick anything, I would be curious to see how things would play out if Gust was disqualified from being a wedding suitor just because he's no longer the president of Nikasopa.
Well, I think that's because they were so wrapped up with that, he didn't have time to really tell them that. So now that we're done, they'll get to that. Honestly, I honestly think we'll get to that after Tofu. But then also got me thinking, what about Gokon? What's going on over there? But it's like, I think Rita's slowly handling it, and I think because who has Gokon? Grody has Gokon, right?
No, Grody has Tofu. What's called Ninja Guy has Gokon.
And he's so inept. I ain't worried about him.
Yeah, but the most important thing is Shugo Mask has Shugodum, so that one's like the big one we have to worry about.
Yeah,
as scary as Grody is.
We got a couple of weeks till Christmas, so I think we're ending the arc with the Liberated Kingdoms. Then we're gonna have a proper Christmas celebration. Oh, if you guys are playing Fortnite, Gokon is the third kingdom to be added on to the map. So
is it gonna be available in American Fortnite though?
You just gotta type in the code.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Super Sentai Instagram.
I feel like at this point, Fortnite has just gone so bad crazy because it's like you could basically be Goku, you could be Naruto while flying on Nimbus and then quickly jumping off and using ODM gear and pulling out a bazooka.
And I could do that in Shugodom. I could do it in Shugodom now.
Yeah. I mean, it does make sense. Okay, let's go to the comments, shall we? Okay, this marriage interview is kind of sus. I mean, obviously, the timing. We are busy trying to revive the 5 kingdoms.
Like none of y'all would be up in line to get a chance at Hymeno. Please.
I would be.
I would have slapped Boa Hat guy just to get in front of the line.
I thought Bowler Hat guy's girlfriend already dumped for being late for the date. Yes.
Well, a lot can happen in 2 years.
I would be surprised if it happened again, though.
She, in the kindness of her heart, took him back. And she's like, you know what? You're a pitiful loser, but I'll give you a chance. But now after this, done with him.
Who's a handsome fellow walking past the crowd?
My op. That's who he is. My op at getting at Hymeno.
Yeah. Gotchard versus KingOhger. Love and love. You're not wrong.
No, good. I wanted this episode. I needed him to get the girl. If he did not get the girl, I was dropping that entire series.
It almost makes me sad that Gus didn't get the girl. It'd be nice if they just hinted on it a little bit. He wants to end.
For Gus, I'm not worried. I was worried about Haruto's friend. Haruto's friend was my priority about getting the girl.
Okay.
Anyone trying to get Hymeno? I'm not worried about that.
I'm gonna respond to this comment with the famous song. I'm too sexy for myself, too sexy for myself, so sexy, yeah. I'm too sexy for myself.
Beautiful, okay? It takes a lot of work. Why do you think I'm wearing this thing? Stay beautiful, damn it. It is tough out here.
Oh, does Gusty Wusty have a crushy wushy? Oh my god, is that a Dexter's Lab reference? Does Crunky Wonky have a crushy washy?
Oh my god. The Justice Friends.
3 of Earth's mightiest heroes join forces under one roof to face the challenges of everyday life.
Major Glory.
And the implacable Crunk in the Justice Friends. Cheating. Crunk loves cheating. I love Crunk too.
Oh my god.
Man, my favorite episode is okay. 2 of my most favorite episodes are still like the one where like the nacho chip is stuck in his teeth.
Yeah.
And the other one is the wrestler one.
Wrestler Randy Savage. Oh my god.
He is I. I am them. Are I. I don't like that samurai.
Oh my god.
Like he was like full Randy Savage. He's like, ooh, yeah.
They just having the good
break your bones. I can crush your body, but I cannot break your spirit. For that, I spare your beauty planet.
Yep, dial M for monkey. They were just like, yo, Randy, just do your Randy Savage thing. Don't change a thing.
It would be funny if Gus sent something with sus like that episode of Pokemon with the male team Magma Spy. Oh yeah, because like Brock immediately goes gaga for every female character that shows up, but then there's like this one female character where Brock does not go berserk over, and it turns out she was actually a dude in disguise.
Brock knew what was up. That's why.
He knew what was up.
I smell something on you, boy. I don't like it. It's like I smell something.
White Shrew was struggling to find a gaydar. Brock was ahead of the curve. He was a human transdar.
He's like, I smell something on you, boy. Emphasis on boy.
I think he's not really good with beautiful women like her. Also, we're not going to Brock logic. Is he really sensing something's off with her? Yeah, but it would be funny if it was, because it's like, imagine being so in love with someone, even if you're not open about it, that you have this ability to understand intuitive things that other people are not able to. I think there was a chick flick where something like this happened, but I don't remember what the chick flick was. But it was like the guy was able to figure out that something was off with this girl, because it's like, I know how you act when you do this. I know what you do when so and so. I know that something is off if you're going to act this way.
That could be any chick flick, man. That's like any chick flick. No, nothing against chick flicks. Like some rom-coms are really, really good.
Yeah. No, some chick flicks are good. I hate it when people make a really bad movie that happens to be a chick flick and they use the excuse, well, it's a chick flick. What do you expect? As an excuse? No! No, 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 no. Because that's taking away from the good work that was done by Princess Bride. That was done by Mean Girls. That was done by Freaky Friday. That was done by The Parent Trap. That was done by what was that movie? Saved.
You just named three of those movies were Lindsay Lohan movies, for God's sakes.
They're good Lindsay Lohan movies.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Hey, October 13th. No, sorry, October 3rd. Never forget.
I'm sticking with Full Metal Alchemist for October 3rd. Let's not even try me. It's October 3rd, Full Metal Alchemist.
Come on, you know you want to shake my hand.
Where's my hand? There you go.
I always had the picture of like Steve Curtis and Alexander Armstrong like shaking hands, and it's like Mean Girls fans, Full Metal Alchemist fans, October 3rd, never forget.
Yeah. You know what? That's the one thing I like. You know, you have two nerd communities come together on a specific day.
Yeah. Let's see. Rita's doing it well, but Romaine steals the spotlight. Yeah, no, it's true. Whispering words of love. I never thought I could dance again. Guilty feelings got no rhythm.
Oh my God, it's been 2 years since I did Careless Whispers at Anime NYC.
Gira gets the yell. Yes. Yama didn't say those words because, again, Jeremy did it. He's automatically disqualified. Yes, he is.
Hey, man. Can't be disqualifying people for being a good wingman.
Yeah. I love that one video where it's like a bar where everyone's the wingman. Like literally every group of two guys, both of them are trying to be the other person's wingman.
That's good homies right there. You gotta have each other.
Yeah, he's Sebastian without the makeup. I see a little bit of Rita getting jealous after hearing his fake story. Maybe.
If anything, Yama's like, what? No, Yama's gonna be on his toes from now on because like, whoa, you look like that? Oh nah, we're gonna
like for me, I'd be like I wouldn't be surprised if Rita would try to marry Hymeno, if not for the political purpose of trying to get early access to Mofun and Friends episodes.
But now she's cool with Jeffrey the giraffe. She's cool with Jeffrey. She ain't worried no more.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't worried no more. She get all the Mofun she wants.
Yeah. I still wish that Lucky Ryu would become like a regular cast member for the duration of the season, just so that like Rita could just chill. See what I did there? It's Gokon. Okay, the episode is brought to you by Toys R Us with Jeffrey the Giraffe by selling his own plushies along with Mofun. I hope he's not a rival to this Yeti. I'll say this though. You know it was really made possible by what? Chuck by Subway and Code Geass by Pizza Hut.
Or retail properties by Kamen Rider. Oh, that's a real thing, people. That's an actual thing.
Oh, because look, like Chuck, like they got the show back and running because Subway's like the primary sponsor. So like every now and then you'd see a character randomly eating a Subway sandwich. Like Summer Glau's character, who only appeared in one episode, I still remember what her favorite Subway sandwich is. Chicken with Chipotle.
I'm more of a pub sub dude myself, but
I'm just saying. And then Code Geass, it's Pizza Hut. That's why in R2 you get people constantly eating pizza in that show. Let's see. Sebastian's fine being a butler.
You know, it's weird when Attack on Titan does Pizza Hut. It's weird when Attack on Titan was doing Pizza Hut. Like, how?
Attack on Titan was also doing car commercials. They had that giant advertisement where like a car was trying to outrun a Titan. Let's see. Happy Monarch Day, because in my country today is November 17th, the release of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Any comments on the Gotchards movie? Nope. I haven't seen it.
They turned my boys. They turned my sweet Tanuki boy to a damn Kemi. Why? Why? I've been holding on to that for 2 weeks. I did not like that.
Good thing Morphonia didn't hear that Rita is participating in this marriage thing and goes wailing in the Mofun's room. Yeah, I could see that. I hope the next episode doesn't spoil the events of Adventure Heaven with some tiny footage of it. Let's hope not. Premium Bandai finally announced XL Mofun. Yeah, I did see that. Well, that's it for the comments, guys.
I'll go to Collectibles tomorrow. I'll look for a Mofun.
Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and ding the bell icon. If you enjoyed watching our videos and want to stay notified for the latest ones, we do Ultraman Blazar on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. Kamen Rider Gotchard. What?
Jan and Kamen Rider Gotchard.
Kamen Rider Gotchard is Wednesday, 7:30, 10:30 Pacific and Eastern. Same time, Thursday, Ohsama Sentai KingOhger. Saturday, we got Cosmic Fury at 5:30, 8:30. And on Sunday, we're going to be doing the final episode of Kamen Rider Amazons. And yes, we're going to do the movie too.
Yeah, buddy.
Can you believe it? We're finally done after 6 months of not doing anything. We're finally
Amazon Prime, you jerk offs.
And they took it off of Amazon Prime, ironically. But in any case, also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do movie reviews and video games news. And if you want to find our personal content, be sure to find us on. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. We got. Oh, there it is.
It's that Henshin Gate where we stream K-pop. We got anime. As the month of November, we're doing Naruto, the original Naruto films, to be more exact. So,
ooh, there's only 3 of them.
Well, yeah, we skipped this week because of we got to prepare for Anime NYC. But,
naturally.
Stone and Galel next week, and then obviously we do Gotchard and KingOhger, and we'll be possibly doing it live from the convention this weekend. We'll figure that part out. Yeah.
Well, and then you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kawato and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKawato. With all that said, guys, next week is Thanksgiving. So we're going to do a modified schedule again, but no, it'll be plain and simple. You know, like we're probably not going to do Cosmic Fury next week, so that people can enjoy the weekend. And but we're definitely going to have to move KingOhger to probably Friday. I don't know the exact details. We'll see. We'll figure it out. So that's why you guys should ding the bell icon so you make sure you know what we're up to. And stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, be grateful, and we'll see you guys this Saturday. Bye, guys.